Welcome to True Crime with Strategic Eyes.
Strategic back again. I told you guys we're going to stay on this topic. We are going to figure out this case together as a family, and that is exactly what we're doing. But before we get started and we go 1 second more on this show, I have to give a big shout out to everybody who's supporting this channel. A big shout out to all the people who are hitting me up on my email, hitting me up via Facebook, sharing information with me, being generous, guys who live out in California. People are taking walking tours of the crime scene, sending it to me. People are sending me articles, videos, the whole nine. And I appreciate that because what we're doing is we're an aggregator. We're aggregating all of that information in one place so that we can educate everybody, all right? And what do we care on this channel about? Justice. Justice for baby Emmanuel Haro. Justice for all of the victims out there. We're here to give a voice to the voiceless. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're working our butts off and we're staying on this. And listen, we appreciate you. But guess what? There's some new information coming out I want to jump into. I want to get you guys up to speed on what's been happening. And it's terrible. It's terrifying. The reason why it's terrible and terrifying is because I'm starting to believe something I don't want to believe, but something that appears to be reality. The reality that seems to be slowly working its way to the surface is that this baby is no longer with us. It looks like foul play, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like something happened to that little baby boy that just can't be taken back. We're going to jump into that. Let's do it.
Everyone, welcome to the news at 10. I'm Cree Winter.
And hi, I'm Courtney Friel in tonight for Rick Chambers. Now at 10 o'clock, where is baby Emmanuel? It has been over 48 hours since anyone has seen the 7-month-old who was reported missing by his mother in San Bernardino County.
And tonight, investigators saying they cannot rule out foul play.
They can't rule out foul play. I'm going to play that back. I'm going to run it back only because I have to say this. I just saw something in the chat. Tracelaster, I don't know. You guys be having the weirdest names. Said, hi, I just found your channel yesterday. Thanks for covering this. Thank you for joining me and supporting this channel, become a part of our family. But the reason why I'm stopping is because we do have a lot of new people who are joining this channel. And I just want to take a moment to say, number one, everything that we discuss here is for adults only. And number two, some of you may not know that I am an active duty detective. I'm a detective in the state of New York. I'm still working. I'm not retired. I'm not former. I am a detective. And that's what informs me to come on this channel and talk about this true crime stuff, okay? So I've been doing this for 18 and a half years, and I have a lot of experience and a lot of training. But for those of you who are new to the channel, know that you're on a channel watching an active duty detective, not a retired detective, but an active duty detective talk about these cases, okay? And the cases that we talk about most often on this channel is the type of investigations that I engage in on a daily basis. I don't want to say it because YouTube has been penalizing me for saying what type of detective I am. But if you ask anybody in the chat who's been around for a while, they'll tell you what type of detective I am. But I get in trouble with YouTube when I say those words because it's a bad word. Okay, let's keep going.
And hi, I'm Courtney Friel in tonight for Rick Chambers. Now at 10 o'clock, where is baby Emmanuel? It has been over 48 hours since anyone has seen the 7-month-old who was reported missing by his mother in San Bernardino County.
And tonight, investigators saying they cannot rule out foul play in his disappearance. The boy's mother says that she was attacked Thursday in the parking lot of a Big Five in Yucaipa, and that the attacker took off with her baby.
Now deputies say there are inconsistencies with her account of what happened. KTLA5's Sarah Welsh joins us live in San Bernardino with the latest on this story. Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Clark, good evening. Investigators say when they confronted Rebecca Haro about inconsistencies within her initial statement that she refused to continue any questioning. And tonight, the grandmother has confirmed to us that the couple is no longer cooperating with investigators and has lawyered up just hours.
Guilty, 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 guilty. If you did not hurt your child, there would be no reason why you would feel you need to lawyer up. There'd be no reason why you would feel the need to stop cooperating. Guilty, guilty, guilty. In my opinion, allegedly. Big shout out to Jamie Pizzo, 149 super chat. Thank you so much, Jamie. Guilty, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep going.
After they made that desperate public plea for their son's safe return.
It's just a baby. Just give our son back, please.
Where is 7-month-old Emmanuel? His parents, Jake and Rebecca Haro, say someone kidnapped their baby outside this Big Five in Yucaipa after
Meanwhile, they're holding a missing sign for their child, for their baby, that says missing kid. Like he's a baby goat. Missing kid. Doesn't that come off a little bit cold to you guys? A little unloving that you're calling your infant, your 7-month-old infant, a missing kid? Make it make sense, but let's keep going.
Assaulting Rebecca Haro and knocking her out cold.
I was gonna get the diaper and somebody said hola, and I didn't see nothing since. I woke up right here on the floor. And I didn't see Emmanuel.
Haro says she was parked in front of the store about to change her son's diaper when someone came up behind and assaulted her. She claims she was struck in the face but wasn't able to get a look at who did it before they took off with her son. But investigators say there are inconsistencies with Haro's initial statement.
All right, so before they get into inconsistencies, I don't know. I haven't watched this yet. So Aki said it's a good video. So I don't know if they're going to give us specifics, but this is stuff that's coming to me. All right, one thing that I've noticed in this case, which I love, and I hope it continues as we cover other cases. And I guess this is what happens for large YouTubers. They get a network of people that live in the area that come to you with information that you're not aware of. We're still growing. We're a small YouTube channel. We're growing. One day we'll have a large audience where that will happen to us on a regular basis. We covering a case in a certain area. People from that area will gravitate to the channel and start giving inside information. Some of the inside information that I've gotten from people who live in that area is that, contrary to popular belief, even to my personal belief, this is an area that has dying stores. They had a Big Lots there, but the Big Lots closed last year, from my understanding, was being relayed to me. And there's not always a lot of people in that shopping lot, that parking lot. And so what some of the folks who are emailing me are saying is that they believe that, because she parked pretty much in front of the store, that she probably waited until there wasn't a lot of people in the lot for her to then make her allegations to the store employees inside of the Big Five. Also, information is being brought to me, unverified information, ladies and gentlemen. I did not see court documents. I don't have any connections with my counterparts, my fellow detectives out there in California. I'm on one side of the country. They're on the opposite side of the country. This is unverified information, but I'm hearing that the day prior to the disappearance of baby Emmanuel Haro, the parents went into the Big Five and they inquired into whether there are cameras outside of the Big Five. When the employee asked, well, why do you want to know? Their response was, well, somebody broke into our car a couple days ago, so we just want to know because we're trying to get some evidence for the insurance and for the police. If that's the truth, ladies and gentlemen, then we're looking at first-degree premeditated murder.
Does that make sense?
Let's keep going.
And because of that, they cannot rule out foul play.
They're not going to hurt that baby. That couple were just homebodies.
The baby's grandmother is adamant the couple is innocent. She says Emmanuel is her daughter's pride and joy, and that she waited years to have a baby boy of her own.
Let's stop that right there. Let's stop that right there. Hold on. My son wants to show me he got his school clothing. Let me see. Okay. He wants me to show everybody. Here we go.
What does it say, Dad?
It says PlayStation, son. And he likes soccer. He loves what's the soccer player you like? Ronaldo. There we go. So Ronaldo, if you're watching the show, my son loves you. Come on. Can we do a meet and greet? Anyway, son, I'm gonna be done soon, all right? I'll see you in a bit, okay? All right, sorry about that, guys. Well, not sorry. It's my boy. Anyway, this is the same grandmother. So let's listen to grandma again, because I'm going to cut away from this video to show you some information on grandma. And then we'll come back to the video. But I want to show you some information on grandma, because I'm one of those people of the belief that if the whole world has a problem, maybe the problem is you. And it seems like the whole world is victimizing her kids. Maybe the problem is not the world. Maybe the problem is your parenting and the monsters that you raised, grandma. But let's listen. Let's listen one more time.
She says Emmanuel is her daughter's pride and joy.
That baby, that couple were just homebodies.
The baby's grandmother is adamant the couple is in it.
Oh, they would never hurt anybody. That couple, they're just homebodies. They're homebodies. Okay, let's talk about grandma. Okay, so this is her son, James Bushhausen, or Bohausen. I don't know how to say it. That's some German name or something like that. This is the page that she is a part of, where her son was sentenced to 50 years in prison for murdering his girlfriend. The mother still believes, the grandmother, that woman that just was speaking right now, still believes that her son is innocent for what he did. And this is the page that they set up, saying that there's new information out there that proves that the son is innocent. This is his justice, not justice for the woman he killed, justice for James Bushhausen, the son who murdered her, right? Now, let's go over here to this article. It's going to lay out very interestingly the mother's opinion of her son. Here we go. Mother of man convicted of a gunning down girlfriend speaks out. James Bushhausen, 35, was convicted last month of first-degree murder in the March 15, 2017 death of his girlfriend, Jaylyn Amanda Keefe, 27. Keefe was found with a single gunshot wound to the center of her forehead in the bathtub of the Belardo Road apartment the couple shared. Prosecutors said Bushhausen shot her in the head and then staged the scene to look like suicide. Today, the judge denied Bushhausen a new trial and delayed his sentencing due to time constraints. Both sides expressed their frustration with Monday's court proceedings. Jaylyn Keefe's loved ones were upset the sentencing didn't happen, and Bushhausen's family is still fighting for his innocence. This is a quote for the mother. "I know my son is innocent, and I will continue to fight for him," said Mary Bushhausen. That's this lady, Mary Bushhausen. That's grandma. Let's get these subs off so you guys can see her better. That's grandma. She knows her son is still innocent. She's going to fight for him, just like she's there telling us that these were good parents. These were good parents, and they'd never do anything to hurt their kid. Let's keep going. She believes an in-depth look at Jaylyn's mental health was overlooked. During court, the prosecutors asked the judge to review a Facebook post from Bushhausen's brother, who has been allegedly harassing the victim's loved ones. So this young woman is dead. His family, this shows the lack of class that these people have. These are classless people. Another brother, God knows how many siblings this lady has. Like, maybe she has like 10 kids or something. I don't know. So another brother starts to harass the family of Jaylyn, the woman who James killed. And so the prosecutors then ask, like, hey, listen, we need to look into this because they're harassing, they're intimidating this family. Let's keep going. It's a felony. It doesn't do Mr. Bushhausen, our defendant, any good. If this conduct continues, don't be surprised if you find yourself in handcuffs, the judge said. The judge had to publicly admonish the family of the Bushhausens because they're so classless. They're classless people. The judge publicly rebuked them. Let's keep going. I was going to stand up, but I don't want to make us skeptical. I'm not that kind of person, but they're pushing me to say something, and I will. I will address the court, Bushhausen's brother said in response to the harassment allegations that were mentioned during the court. Wow, they were fighting for their loved one. They did not care. Listen to what the brother said. He's publicly admonished by the judge, and then he's saying how he was going to stand up and say something. He didn't care. According to Mary, the social media feud started with Keefe's close friends, who in return are claiming the harassment from Bushhausen's brother continues in the courtroom. He did the hand signal, symbolizing a gun to his face, like pretty much blowing your head off, Kylie Hopkins, a family friend of Keefe, said. That's crazy. So Jaylyn Keefe died from a gunshot wound to the head that James Buchhausen is convicted of. And his brother, James Buchhausen's brother, is making that gesture to the surviving family and friends of Jalen Keith. It's just diabolical. Heartless. Kind of like somebody who maybe, allegedly, might kill their own kid or cover up for somebody who's killing their kid. And then what? Pretend like somebody else did it? Come on, man. Runs in the family. Runs in the family. Let's keep going. The sentencing for Buchhausen is scheduled for October 1st at 9:30 a.m. at the Larson Justice Center in Indio. He knows he's guilty. They know he's guilty. She didn't kill herself. It's been a proven fact, said Lynn Hemphill, a mother figure to Jalen. Mary Buchhausen remains determined to prove her son's innocence. We're going to fight to get him a new trial. We're going to appeal the conviction. We're not going to stop, Mary said. This is the character of these people. This is the character of the Buchhausens. Let's go back to the video now.
The baby's grandmother is adamant the couple is innocent. She says Emmanuel is her daughter's pride and joy and that she waited years to have a baby boy of her own. The grandmother also says investigators asked her daughter to take a lie detector test, but her husband said no until they had a lawyer.
Wow. You see the control? You see the control? They asked her to take a lie detector test. The husband said no. The husband said no until they had an attorney. I'm telling you, this woman is a battered woman. That's why I'm not going hard on Rebecca Haro. I'm not going hard on her, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why I'm not going hard on her is because I believe she's a battered woman. I believe the murderer. It's my opinion. I have no evidence of this. Like I said, I have no contact with my counterparts in California. The only thing we share in common is that we probably both have the title of detective. I don't know what's happening out there. I got people that live in an area that's giving me as much information as they can, but I have no contacts in the investigation. And I'm telling you that I believe that the husband is the one who ended the child's life and the mother is covering for him. And the reason why she's covering for him is because she's a battered woman. She's a battered woman. And since we're talking about DV, let me just get this DV hotline number. Put that out there. If you are in an abusive relationship and you're experiencing anything of the sort, please contact the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. I take this stuff seriously. There's nobody forcing me to do that. I take this stuff seriously. 1-800-799-7233. Let's keep going. Before we get started again, guys, we have almost 900 people watching this stream right now. Can you please hit the like button? Support us so we can get into the algorithm so that we can get shown to a wider audience. YouTube is looking at it like, wow, there's 875 people watching this guy's stream right now, but he only has 230 likes. It must not be a good show. So please do hit the like button so we can get shown to a wider audience. Let's keep going.
Going crazy, she can't handle it anymore.
She says her daughter is receiving death threats and her 2-year-old has been removed from the home as the search for baby Emmanuel goes on.
Now, what did I tell you guys? I told you guys the moment yesterday before we got this confirming information, I told you guys that the moment the parents stop cooperating with police, that's when Child Protective Services is now going to have the probable cause necessary to remove the remaining children from the household. Now, this guy has like 5 kids. My understanding and my belief is that those kids are in the custody of their mother. Now, what I'm still trying to work out is I think that it's possible that the woman that he's alleged to have engaged in domestic violence with is that woman that he was at the football game with. Time heals all wounds. Maybe they've decided to reconcile and co-parent, whatever. And my understanding is that she was there with her new boyfriend. And he's there because he's the father of the teenager. And everybody's getting along. And then when the young woman left, Rebecca, and she went to the Big Five, that's when she called the husband, probably according to their plan that they made up. And she's like, yo, listen, the baby's missing, the baby's listening. He now pretends to be hysterical. We know how he pretends with the fake hyperventilating that we saw in these videos. And then the baby mama, the ex-wife, and her boyfriend is like, oh, okay, oh my God, your child is missing. We're going to drive you over to the Big Five because Rebecca took the car that they came in. So then they drove him over to the Big Five. But my understanding is, from what I'm hearing, the rumors that I'm hearing, these are unverified rumors, that when the ex-wife and her boyfriend were questioned as to whether the baby was at the football game, the answer is no. The baby was not at the football game. And once again, we got another representation of this missing flyer, missing kid. You guys know how terrible this is? There's no description of the child. There's no how big the child is, how much the child weighs. It says missing kid like the baby's a baby goat or something. Let's keep going.
48 hours after his mother claims someone ran off with him.
And we have learned tonight that the baby's father does have a criminal record, and the grandmother told us that investigators were out at the couple's home in Cabazon searching the home with cadaver dogs and also digging up parts of the property. We tried to reach out to San Bernardino County investigators for any information on that, but they aren't taking any more questions today. Meantime, they are asking anyone with any information about this case, anyone with any information on the whereabouts of baby Emmanuel, to give them a call. And you can do it anonymously by calling 1-800-78-CRIME.
All right, we appreciate that. This is good coverage. Really good one. Aki sent this one over. Big shout out to everybody who's watching the channel. We got over 1,000 people on the stream right now, so please do hit that like button, support the channel. Now, I want to clear some things up. So yesterday we spoke about Charlie, who was the nephew that passed away. We didn't know whether Charlie was a child because obviously we just quite possibly lost a child in this family, or if they were an adult. So we got some confirming information from the research crew doing the great work that they usually do. Man, big shout out to the research crew. You guys have no idea how integral they are to the show. So this is Charlie. Charlie is an adult. Charlie allegedly died from a fentanyl overdose. Charlie is the nephew of Rebecca. So this is the Charlie. This is his GoFundMe. It says, our hearts are broken after sudden loss of our beloved son, grandson, father, and friend to the silent epidemic claiming too many lives, fentanyl. We hope to honor his memory and help others see the dangers before it's too late. Any support towards burial costs is deeply appreciated. All right. We should be able to see here's JAKE HARO. He gave $300. It says, there's no words to express how deeply sorry I am for your loss of your son. We are here for you, Rebecca and JAKE HARO. Wouldn't it be crazy that 23 days ago, they left this money and these salutations or whatever to their extended family, and then 2 weeks later, they killed their own kid. So even I'm saying kid, baby goat. They killed their own infant child. Wouldn't that be insane? That's how that worked out. Well, it might very well be how that works out. So I also looked up James Buchhausen. This is the son who's now currently serving time in California State Prison. Go ahead and open up my email over here. All right. All right. So he's currently doing his time in state prison. There's not that much information because he has like such a long-term sentence. They don't allow you to follow him and stuff like that. I want to bring it back here now. I want to bring up a few other points. So it looks like in addition to the lack of cooperation from Rebecca and Jake, from the Haros, a few things have happened because of that. Big shout out to Drea Park with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Miss Park. She says, you're number one. Well, maybe I'm number 3. because we always got to show respect to Plunder and Grizzly. So we got a long way to go before we talk about number ones. We got to show homage and pay tribute to the big dogs who've done it before me, all right? Now, if you say number one detective, like, I got an ego. I'm a pretty good detective, but when it comes to true crime, I'm still an infant. I'm still growing. I'm still a baby. I'm a toddler. Let's keep going. Thank you, though, so much. I appreciate you, Drea. You're so kind. I really do appreciate the support that you guys give me on this channel. Before I jump into this next segment where we talk about more stuff that's happening, let me make sure that I'm acknowledging everybody who's showing love. Big shout out to Yellowbird619, who's now a recruit member of our membership. Thank you so much for joining us. Maury Mama is now a recruit member as well. Thank you for joining us. Sam I Am Texas with a $5 super chat says, bless you. Thank you, Strategic, for staying on this. God bless baby Emmanuel. I agree 1,000%. And of course, we just got some love from Jail Park, so we appreciate that as well. All right, so let's jump back into this, man. You guys are amazing. All right. So because they're not cooperating, the police pretty much believe that they're working with a homicide right now. Guess what happened? The Uvalde Foundation halts search for missing Yucaipa infant, citing inconsistencies. An independent, not-for-profit organization that assists in looking for missing children has said, we're not wasting our resources. We're not doing this. Why? Because there's nobody to look for, ladies and gentlemen. There's nobody to look for. This child is not missing. This child has been disappeared. That's two different things. This child is not missing. This child has been disappeared. Let's keep going. The search for missing 7-year-old Emmanuel Haro took a startling turn this weekend after both law enforcement and independent foundation raised new concerns about the case. On Saturday, the Uvalde Foundation for Kids, a national child advocacy and violence prevention group, announced it was withdrawing its search teams and reward offer. They took away the reward money. Oh, hell no. They took away the reward money. They took away the reward money, ladies and gentlemen. There are no services right now to look for this child. No organization, no police force would do this unless they were certain. They gave their little trickles of information to the local news. They're not cooperating. We're doing search warrants. But this is confirmation here. They're never going to say definitively, 100%, they did it. We're just trying to prove how they did it. They're not going to do that. That's unethical. Big shout out to Perpetual with a $9.99 super sticker. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. They're not going to do that. This is how you know for a fact that this child was never kidnapped. There's video that they have. There's no video in that parking lot, but I guarantee you there's dash cam video they probably were able to get because everybody's running around with dash cam video. There's probably videos from across the street. There's no video inside of this particular shopping parking lot, but there's stores across the street. Let's go ahead and pull back up the Google Maps. Let me get the Google Maps back up here because there's stores across the street that might point towards that parking lot. They're not going to tell us about that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me bring it in here before we continue. Let's go to the Big Five. Let's zoom in. So here's the Big Five. This is the store right here. Look at over here. There's a very large, it looks like an event space. Especially event spaces, they love to have cameras that point outside because they're trying to protect their property. And they're usually small businesses, family owned, these event spaces. This looks like an event space. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be a bank. But when I see the columns and stuff like that, oh, I think it's a bank. I think that says Citibank. We'll have to look that up. Let's do a street view on this one. We'll look it up. Let's do street view. Let's see here. Let's get this out of here. Let's do this. This is going to be, what's the address for this Big Five? Big Five in perfect. Must be popular. All right, so this is the big 5 right here. Let's bring this over here. Let's do the street view. What is this? Black, oh, this is a, what is this? Black Casket Productions. What is that? That's weird. What is that? What do they do? Black Casket Productions. What do they do? Is that like a funeral home? They call themselves Black Casket Productions? What is this? Maybe it's like a, okay. It's like a theater. It's a theater. So it's a theater. Do we have a street view on this? Come on. Make it make sense. Street view. Here we go. All right. So this is, so it looks like, when was this photo taken? You also, when you do street view, you got to look at when it was taken. This was taken in April of 2024. It looks like somebody has bought this up and already renovated it. So in April 2024, nobody owned this space. It was being rented out. Now, this production company appears to be the one who owns the space. It's possible they could have had video surveillance on this. Yeah, liquor store. The Big Lots has been closed for a while, so the Big Lots is actually closed. There's no surveillance in the parking lot. We know that for a fact. But whatever they have, they're not going to tell us. And the point of us going off on that side journey was for this point here. Get this out the way. The point of us going on that side journey is the fact that, hold on, where we at? Here. This article proves that they believe that the parents killed this kid. This is the proof right here. This is us getting insight into this investigation. They've proven to us in this article that the parents killed the kid. Why? Well, let's keep reading. On Saturday, Uvalde Foundation for Kids, a national child advocacy and violence prevention group, announced it was withdrawing its search teams and reward offer for Emmanuel. Hours later, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department confirmed investigators cannot rule out foul play in the child's disappearance. Foundation founder Daniel Chapin said troubling details led to the group's decision. Troubling details. Mind you, the police have shared information with them that they have not shared with us in confidence because they work hand in hand and the police don't want them to waste their resources unnecessarily. So he can't tell us what he knows, but he's telling us through his words because words have meanings, right? Words have power. We said that on this show 1,000 times. Words have power. We cannot in good conscience utilize our team and resources when so much is missing in this case, Chapin said at a press conference. Where the hell is that press conference, by the way? Where's the press conference? We've been looking for a press conference for this show for 1,000 years. We can't find not one press conference. Let's keep going. Of particular concern to us lies within the inconsistencies in the details and the sudden decision by the mother to end communication with law enforcement and our team originally prepared to help. Tell me, what parent would do that who was missing a child? Something is not right in this whole picture. This is the CEO/president/chairman of the Uvalde Children's Foundation telling us, a person who specializes in finding missing children, a person who specializes in advocating for children against violence. He's telling us something's not right with that mother and that father. What else do you need, ladies and gentlemen? Something's not right in this whole picture, quote, end quote. According to the foundation updated release, inconsistencies in the mother's account, her refusal to continue communication with investigators, and her lack of response to the group's inquiries were key factors in ending their efforts. The foundation also disclosed they had uncovered a past abuse case involving the child's father. Now, we're one of the few people who broke that. We're one of the few people who broke that right here on this channel. Those documents are available on the Patreon. That the father had a violent past. It wasn't just the abuse, the cruel and malicious conduct against a child. It was also his drug convictions, his gun possession, a felon in possession of a gun charges, resisting arrest, traffic citations. This guy is a perp. He's a criminal. Let's keep going. Raising further questions about Emmanuel's overall welfare, the Sheriff's Department confirmed Saturday that Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca Haro, stopped cooperating after investigators confronted her about inconsistencies in her original statement. In a written statement announcing the update, officials said detectives are unable to rule out foul play in the disappearance. Deputies initially responded Thursday evening to a report from Haro, who claims she was attacked by an unknown man outside a retail business on Yucaipa Boulevard and knocked unconscious while changing her baby's diaper. When she awoke, her infant son was gone. Despite extensive searches by deputies and canine units, Emmanuel has not been located. Give me 1 second, guys. What's up, buddy? You okay?
When I was looking for my ball under the chair, me and Mommy found.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't know where we got this from. I'll see you in a second, okay? I know. That is so funny. Soon, son, soon. I know, buddy. I got to end this soon, guys. My son wants my attention. Aki's like, we're talking about something serious. Well, you know, Aki, your nephew wants my attention. What do you want me to do? Okay? I'm not going to ignore my son like these people do. Not for YouTube, not for anything, okay? So a couple more minutes, guys, and we'll call it a day. All right, after I give you all this information, I'm not going to cut you short. I'm going to give you all this information, and we'll call it a day, all right? Let's keep going. Guys, can you please hit that like button? We have almost 1,200 people watching this live stream. We're approaching a record. I think our record is around 1,500, but we're approaching our record. Please hit that like button. We've got 521 likes, but we've have almost 1,200 people watching this show. We're not asking for our ego. We're not asking you to hit the like button because you like what I'm saying. This is a tough topic. It's not something to like or dislike. It's just information on what's happening in the world. We're asking because that's the only way for us to be put into the algorithm so that our show could be shown to a wider audience. And the last thing I'm going to ask is that there's going to be a lot of people who are watching this stream right now. It just popped up on their stream for the first time, and they're not subscribed to the channel. You don't have to pay for a subscription. Just go right below my ugly face, and hit that subscribe button. I'm an active duty detective, and all we do is fight for children and give a voice to the voiceless. Nothing more, nothing less. We don't beg you for money on this channel. We don't try and scam people. We don't give you advice on stocks. We don't sell products to you. All we do is give a voice to the voiceless. And if you're into that and you like true crime, then hit that subscribe button and become a part of our family. Let's keep going. All right. Sheriff's deputies confirmed Saturday that Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca Haro, stopped cooperating after investigators confronted her about inconsistencies in her original statement. In a written statement announcing the update, officials said detectives are unable to rule out foul play in the disappearance. Deputies initially responded Thursday evening to a report from Haro, who claimed she was attacked by an unknown man outside a retail space. We know that already. Despite extensive searches by deputies and canine units, Emmanuel has not been located. Chapin said the foundation hopes investigators will press forward. We hope law enforcement will continue to pursue the case so that this precious child may be found and placed in a safe environment. He said the investigation remains active. Anyone with information urged to contact the Sheriff's Specialized Investigations Division. I'm going to read out that number because if anybody's watching this and they have any information, I want them to make sure you contact the law enforcement. For those people who also giving me tips, please do contact law enforcement, give those same tips to law enforcement. And if anybody ever gives me something that I deem to be probative that I don't think that police are aware of, I will be calling this number. I, as an active duty detective, I will call this number and say, listen, I'm a detective, but I run a YouTube channel and somebody gave me this information and I don't know if you have this information or not. It might be probative, it might be not, but this is what I got, all right? So it takes a community to solve these cases, ladies and gentlemen. So call 909-890-4904 or submit an anonymous tip through WeTip at 1-800-78-CRIME. Now let's see what's highlighted over here. Yes, so Aki just made me aware to let you guys know we covered a lot of this. A lot of you guys are new to watching this. This is not the first show that we've covered on this. We've broken a lot of the stories on this show. Go to the playlist. We have an Emmanuel Haro playlist. You will then get to see all the other shows that we've covered where we've given a lot of this information up already. All right, well, not already. A lot of stuff is new, but we've covered a lot of information. Okay, let's keep going. All right, I'm going to bring in some pictures real quick, and then we'll call it a day, I believe. I think I might have covered everything. All right, so this is just buttressing some of the information we've already covered. It says Mary Boschhausen, the child's grandmother, told KTLA that the couple loves their son and wouldn't do anything to hurt him. Remember, don't listen to nothing this lady says because Mary has raised a lot of monsters. And if they weren't monsters, they're on drugs, they're having mental health issues. She's raised a lot of people with issues. So don't listen to her. She claimed authorities asked Rebecca, well, we're going to listen to this part, but don't listen to her when she said that they're good parents and they wouldn't hurt their kid. She don't got that kind of brownie points. We don't believe you. But anyway, we believe this part, though. She claimed authorities asked Rebecca to take a lie detector test, but her husband refused to do so until they hired an attorney. Court records show Jake has a criminal record, though it's unclear what the alleged offenses were. We know what those offenses are. We covered that on previous shows. Child abuse, abusing children, guns, drugs, resisting arrest. He's got a ton of cases. An Amber Alert has not been activated because the case does not meet the criteria without a suspect or vehicle description, authorities said. That's true. Let's go over here. Somebody sent me a super chat. Big shout out to friend of, I can't see the rest of the name, unfortunately, the way that YouTube presents it. But friend Dove says with a $20 super chat, thank you for all the hard work you do, Strategic. You are a gem and I appreciate your efforts. Enjoy a fancy coffee on me. Thank you so much, friend Dove. You are very kind and generous. It also says you're the #1 contributor for this stream. That's really awesome. It's very kind of you for believing in what we're doing here. You guys are great. Let's keep going. Friends and family began a search effort Friday night. On Sunday, Boschhausen said authorities had searched the couple's Cabazon home and reportedly brought cadaver dogs. They put the search warrant. This is how we do a search warrant. When I do a search warrant, I do search warrants like maybe 6 to 8 times a year I'll do a search warrant on a home. Most of the time, I do search warrants on like phones and social media and stuff like that, like weekly. Like every week, I'm before a judge swearing out a search warrant for like phones and social media and bank accounts and phones and all that stuff. But a search warrant of a house, that'll happen like maybe 6 to 8 times a year. And so when we come to the door, this is what we do. Search warrant! Do. Search warrant! So they did a search warrant on her door. They did a search warrant on her house, and apparently they brought the cadaver dogs. They had to convince a judge that they believe that there's a high probability that there's going to be evidence related to this case at that house and possibly a body. That's how serious this is. Rebecca and Jake Haro pleaded for their son's safe return. Whoever took my son, please return him. Jake said, we just want him back. We won't do anything to you. Just give us our son. Keep him safe. Don't hurt him. Make sure you feed him and change him. That's their message to the kidnapper. If you know anything, please come forward or take him to the cops, Rebecca said. Please come and bring my son back. I'm begging you. Okay. Let's go to the next pictures that we have here. We covered this one already. This is part of that article where the mother is caping for her son. And this next one over here will be the quote that we covered. It says, I know my son is innocent. I will continue to fight for him. This is for James Bochausen. It's for James Bochausen, the son who murdered his girlfriend and got 50 years in prison and serving that time in California right now. I know my son is innocent. I will continue to fight for him, said Mary Bochausen, James' mother. There's new evidence. There's a lot of new evidence. Somebody said that there's a 2.7 earthquake in Riverside just now. I hope you guys are okay. Praying for you guys. Let's keep going. All right, let's make sure that we got everything before I get out of here. There's always so much to cover that sometimes we miss things. I guess we'll do it in a later show, but we try and give you guys as much information as possible. So bear with me. Give me a second. I want to make sure that I've covered everything that I intended on covering. I'm going to bring it over to me. All right. I think we covered that. We did the fundraiser. We did the Vine. We did the Facebook. We did the mother caping for her son. Let's go here and make sure there aren't any new articles before we leave. Let's see here. All right. Oh. So 23 minutes ago. Wow, 23 minutes ago, the sheriff dropped this statement. Let's go ahead and read the statement out for you guys. I don't know if it's going to have anything probative. I'm not sure. I just know that it's brand spanking new. So let's see if it's probative. Let's explore this together. And bring it back up to you guys. So here we go. San Bernardino County Sheriff reports search for baby Emmanuel Haro continues. Investigators cannot rule out foul play. This was updated as of 23 minutes ago. I don't know. Sometimes when they update it, they add contact information. Sometimes they do spell corrections and it still shows that it's updated. Sometimes they give you new information. I'm not sure, but we're going to figure it out right now. On August 17th, 2025, San Bernardino County Sheriff Department officials reported that on Thursday, August 14th, 2025 at 7:47 p.m., deputies in Yucaipa were dispatched to a retail business after Rebecca Haro reported that while she stood outside her vehicle changing her child's diaper, she was physically assaulted by an unknown male and rendered unconscious. When she awoke, her 7-month-old infant Emmanuel Haro was gone. Deputies and canine units from San Bernardino and Riverside County, responded and began an extensive search. Emmanuel was not located. Based on the circumstances, Sheriff's Specialized Investigations Division responded and assisted with the investigation. Investigators interviewed multiple individuals, including Emmanuel's parents, Jake and Rebecca Haro. During those interviews, Rebecca was confronted with inconsistencies in her initial statement and declined to continue with the interview. At this point in the investigation, investigators are unable to rule out foul play in the disappearance of Emmanuel. Investigators will continue their investigation to locate Emmanuel Haro. Anyone with information regarding this incident is urged to contact the Specialized Investigations Division at 909-890-4904. Callers wishing to remain anonymous should contact WeTip at 1-800-78-CRIME. Before I get out of here, this is what we're going to do. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you beautiful people. So before we get out of here, we're going to do a call-in show. We're going to do a call-in show, ladies and gentlemen. So the phone number is 518-288-5906. Because this might be my last live for today. Going to be spending time with the kids. If we do come back live, it'll most likely end up being a late show. So I want to make sure that I hear from you guys. I want to hear your opinions on this before we get out of here. So let me just put in live call-in show. So we have over 1,000 people watching the show right now. I would love to hear from you. Please do call in and let's talk about this. I want to hear your opinion on this case. Talk to me. Once again, the phone number is 518-288-5906, 518-288-5906. Your number is anonymous. I will not share your number on the show. You call in. You don't have to give me your real name. I'm going to ask you how you doing, calling, what's your name. You can give whatever name you want. You can give a real first name. You can give a fake first name, whatever you want. But we'd love to hear from you guys. We want to hear what you think about this case. All it takes is one person to break the ice. Usually it's just one person breaks the ice, then everybody starts calling in. Be that first person to break the ice. All right, so call in. I want to hear what you guys think about this case. I want your opinions on this case, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be shy. All right. Come on. Oh, stop it. That's hilarious. This kid is hilarious. Seriously? Oh, my gosh. All right. We got our first caller. Hey, what's going on, caller? Welcome to True Crime Strategic. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Alexis in Arizona.
What's up, Alexis? Thanks for calling in. What do you got for me?
I was just curious what your thoughts were on her saying that she heard a voice say hola, because that reminded me of Sherry Papini, but what do you think?
You know what? I don't know. I mean, she is a Latina, so I think that at a very the stretch of it could be that, you know, what's going on in America right now with the whole immigration thing. There's a lot of people saying that migrants are committing a lot of crimes. Maybe it could have been used as a distraction, like here's a migrant person, a legal person who kidnapped my kid or something. You know, I don't know. At a stretch, it could be that. I don't really know, because my understanding is that this area is a predominantly Caucasian area. And these folks didn't even live in the area. They're not from that area. They were just visiting for this football game. So I have no idea. But that's the only thing I can think of. Either she is Latina, so maybe she's just comfortable saying another Latino person did it. Or maybe she's trying to, you know, distract us by mixing in the current political climate with this fake disappearance of her child, because I do not believe that this child was taken by anyone.
Right. So that's kind of where my mind went, was like, oh, they're using this political distraction as like an easy excuse to explain why Emmanuel is not with them.
Right. And then if it is a migrant, then you do have the situation of, and this is California. I don't know what part of California this is. I'm going to have to look it up. I don't know how close it is to the border, but, you know, could he have taken the child and disappeared across the border or something? I don't know.
I think it'll go in that direction for.
Hold on one second.
Well, I mean, they're already kind of found out.
Yep. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hey, caller, hold on 1 second, okay? I'll get right back to you, okay?
You got it.
All right. So, yeah. So, I'm sorry. So, yeah, we got another call on the other line. Anything else you want to say before we let you go?
No, love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in. You're amazing. All right.
Bye.
Hey, caller, how you doing? Welcome to True Crime Strategic. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, Strategic. My name is Tracy, and I'm calling from Tennessee. I actually used to live in that area there. It's actually it's a little bit east of Riverside County. It's not near the border. It is a community of a lot of Native American Indians are out there, and it's near Palm Springs, and their weather about there right now is about 117.
Wow.
My question is that if they lived in the area and she was only going over to the Big Lots to pick up a mouthguard, like what took you an hour? Like why did your significant other not question what the hell was taking you so long?
Right.
Like especially if you're not from that area. And in that area, there's an AutoZone or like an auto parts store in the area. Those are monitored all the time. There's cameras all over that place.
Right.
So there's something up with it.
Well, I mean, we have to go to the original premise of your question, right? And why wouldn't he be concerned? Because he knows it's a lie. Because he knows it didn't happen. So, so why would you even leave a football game that's already 3/4 of the way done to go get a mouth guard? A mouth guard that you have to boil in hot water to shape, sand down to get all the rough spots out, so it's not hurting your lips and your gums, and then trim with scissors so that it's not hurting your gums, because these are just universal pieces of rubber. You have to personalize them. So it was impossible for that young man to use that mouth guard for that game, and she left when the game only had 20 minutes left to play. So it's all just bull crap. So that's why he wouldn't ask those
none
questions.
of it makes sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, I was just really curious as to like your thoughts on that. Cause my thoughts was like, what in the hell? Like, if I was gone for more than 15 minutes in an area my husband didn't know I didn't know of, my husband was like, where the hell are you? Why are you not back yet? Like, what's going on?
You got a good husband.
There's so many red flags
for
with
15 minutes. I'm happy. Like, yeah.
Take your time, if I'm gone for an extended period in an area that I'm not familiar with, he'd be like, are you all right? Are you lost? Where are you at?
Right. That's
so he would be
sense.
questioning that.
Absolutely. That's common sense. But these people are they're not common. They're definitely not. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks, Strategic. Have a great day, guys.
You too. All right. 2 good callers with really good points, man. I really appreciate that. Guys, keep calling in. We want to hear from you. All right. Take like a few more calls if you guys are interested in calling in. All right. If you're interested in calling in, call on in and let's talk about this. All right. We hear your thoughts on this. What do you feel about it? Anybody who lives in the area, please consider calling in. Tell us about the area. I love to hear from people who are local and can give us, that inside information. So this is a Google number, like Aki is saying. Anybody can call in. It's a Google number. It's only on the web. It doesn't lead to my phone, so you can't call me up and ask me how my day is going tomorrow. When the show's over, everything just goes to voicemail, okay? It's totally anonymous, meaning that we're not going to share your information. We do accept block calls, so if you want to call block, you can do that too, but I'm not tracking you down, so I don't care if I see your phone number or not. The phone number is 518-288-5906. That's 518-288-5906. We'd love to hear from you. Let's see here. Okay. So Aki just made a point to me on our little side chat that she says that the husband is at the game with his ex-wife, and then the current wife goes to the store, and she doesn't know how that makes sense, but I think what we're missing is a key part. The husband is at the game watching his kid play with his ex-wife, and his ex-wife has her boyfriend there. So keep that in mind, Aki. She wasn't there. It's not like the wife left the husband and the ex-wife alone. The ex-wife was there with her man. And that makes sense to me, okay? Like, you're watching your son play. He's playing, if this even happened, right? But, you're watching the son play, and, I'm not going to want to leave. Like, the new wife is not the mother of the son who's playing. Maybe it does make sense. Like, hey, I'm going to run to the store for you so you can stay and continue to watch your son. For me, I like to be fair to all sides, right? I just like to be fair to all sides. We got another call coming in. Welcome to True Crime Strategic. What's your name? Where are you calling from, caller?
Hello, Strategic. My name's Debbie. I'm calling from Detroit.
Hey, what's up, Deb?
I'm a subscriber.
Thank you so much.
Love your show. I love your show, man. Thank you for your service. My dad was law enforcement.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this whole Emmanuel thing. That poor baby, and the mouth guard issue. That kid would not have even been allowed to suit up for the football game if he didn't have a mouth guard.
Right.
So that whole thing is suspicious. And the fact that the mom's like, oh, I'll run and go get one. Let me take the baby with me, and everybody else stays at the game. I unfortunately, I guess I've been watching you and other excellent true crime videos for a while now, including Deception Detective. And I think I'm pretty able to call bullshit on a lot of stuff. Oops, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Is that a bad word?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
They only like when I say bad things. They hate me. They love you. YouTube loves you. They hate me. It's okay.
Okay. Well, and I thank you for the membership you gave me.
Okay.
Since I do watch a few excellent channels, I can't really subscribe to all of them, being on limited funds per month and stuff like that. But I hit the like button, and I encourage other people to do it all the time, to be a good cheerleader for you.
Appreciate that,
and for law enforcement in general, man.
Thank you so much, man.
I love it. I love it. I love you guys, and I hope this gets figured out pretty soon. But my heart tells me, even though I've never had a kid,
Understand.
I would be a better mom than this mom, and my heart tells me that baby's gone,
right,
and has been gone.
The key to being a good parent is just to have love in your heart, and if you have love in your heart,
exactly,
you would never do something like this to a vulnerable child. And these people are callous, cold individuals, and that's why we keep seeing this stuff happening. I don't know if it's just that there's just evil in the world, which I do believe in. I just believe we're just getting a really good view of how callous and cold the world can be. Cole, I'm going to let you go right now so I can catch the next call, and I do appreciate you, okay?
Okay, bro.
Thank
Love
you.
you, man. Keep up the good work and stay safe.
Appreciate you. Hey, what's going on, caller? Welcome to True Crime and Strategic. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Strategic. This is Jonathan calling from Palm Springs, California, not too far from where the supposed scene of the crime happened.
Okay.
I was able to cruise down there yesterday, went inside the Big Five, walked the parking lot, was able to check out to see if there was some cameras inside the Big Five, and there are some inside the ceiling. So if the parents did come in there a couple of days before to kind of scope it out and ask, hey, what's going on? Whatever they were looking for, the keys or whatnot,
right?
Or if someone broke into a car,
yeah,
whatever they were asking for, there's a possibility that that's the video that maybe captured them.
Okay.
The city of Yucaipa is like a beautiful city.
Okay.
It's no crime. This street is very popular. That time, it would have been 100% daylight outside, and these people would have been seen. The question is, who's the last person that saw that baby alive?
Right.
Where was that baby?
Agreed.
Last alive and seen by, and if it was seen by the boyfriend and the ex-wife or girlfriend,
right?
Did they see the baby? I want to know that. That's my question. Where is this baby last time it was seen alive? But thank you for all you do. We love your show, and thanks for covering this story for us.
Oh man, thank you so much, and thank you for the personal insight of what's going on down there. I really do appreciate it.
All right.
You have a great day. All right.
You too.
That's a really good caller, really good point. Especially when you live in that area and you know what it looks like. I don't know what the demographics are and how people gravitate to certain areas and how many people would be out there at that certain time. Certainly, I'm hearing this from folks who appear and claim to have insight into the investigation. And they're saying that allegedly these folks went into the store a day or two prior and made that inquiry into whether there are cameras outside. So, if in fact that happened, then they would have a record of it. I would imagine that the police have done extensive canvass of the area and they're able to say, hey, you know what? This stuff isn't making sense. And hey, what were you doing in the Big Five the day before? Because you don't live over here. You live in the town over. Why did you come here? Let's keep going. What's going on, caller? Welcome to True Crime Strategic. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Angela.
What's up, Angela?
I'm from Ontario, Toronto, Canada.
Okay, what's happening? How's the weather out there, by the way?
Cloudy today. I believe this was premeditated.
Okay.
Because they picked an area with no cameras and where she parked, like on the side. And the mouthguard story is suspicious. And the husband with his violent past. I don't know. I just felt like it was all fake.
I agree. I think we're in agreement. Unfortunately, it reminds me of Lily and Jack since I'm talking to somebody from Canada. Do you see any similarities between those two cases?
Yes, I do. It's very sad.
Like I tell people, we're all unique, but we do follow patterns. And that's why it's easy to kind of like pick these stories apart, because it just doesn't make sense. And we're born with that intuition that you can't really quantify. You can't study it. You can't put a value on it. It's just a part of that human condition. We have that intuition that we can tell when somebody's trying to pull that wool over our eyes. And it's certainly from day one, just looking at these parents and looking at the coldness in their eyes and the lack of tears, you could tell that somebody did not steal their 7-month-old child. It's very sad.
Yeah, and the first time I saw the story, right away I thought, no, they're lying. Anyway, it's my first time watching you, and I really like you.
Well,
So
thank you. I appreciate
I
that.
subscribed.
All right. But by the way,
Okay.
I'm married, so don't like me too much, okay?
Oh, no, not that way.
Bad girl. No, you're a bad girl. She's a bad one. No, I'm just joking. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it, okay?
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to True Crime Strategic. What's your name and where you calling from? Uh-oh. Guess we lost you. All right, whoever wanted to call in, please do call back in. We do want to hear from you. We do appreciate you guys who are supporting the channel. All the new people who are joining us to this stream and joining the channel, please make sure if you're watching this right now that you hit that like button and you subscribe as well. It happens to the best of us. Let's keep going. Hey, welcome to True Crime Strategic. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi.
Hey.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you now. What's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yes. My name is Cecilia. I do live in Yucaipa.
Okay. Thank you.
I was actually there yesterday, or that day at the park, 7th Street Park.
Okay. You were actually
And,
at the park during the football game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So around, usually before I water my plants, usually the sun goes down around 8-ish, 8 something. The sun sets, and then you still have sunlight. And so sorry, because I'm watching you live on my TV, and then so let me turn this down. I'm a little distracted.
No worries.
But yeah, so I appreciate the work you do, and so I'm like, I now that I know that you're a detective, I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm not gonna solve this case. They obviously, what you're saying now, they stopped the search, so I'm like, oh, I didn't see anything, but I did notice that night yesterday, or that day Thursday, that I took my dogs there to the park to walk. There was more people. There was more people there because I haven't been there for a little bit.
Okay.
They closed down the park, but for me, it's like, was the kid actually playing football? Was he there actually with the mouthpiece? That we all talk, we all see, we all notice. There's always cars that are parked there just hanging out. Now there's a rocket, a little paddle. So there's a bunch.
So let me ask you some questions. Maybe you
yesterday.
can. Okay.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
So I went yesterday to drive by Big Lots. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll just finish what I was saying because it was like just to give you the information I have.
Sure,
but I went yesterday and the parking lot was empty. But I did hear there was a search starting at 4:30 since I got home like around 5. I didn't get to go, and so I went to drive by after when I had time, and I was gonna go grab something to eat and friend to see if we can pray together at the church, my local church, just because I had the feeling when I watch her, I'm like, when I seen her first interview, I got the feeling, man, like I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt, like you. I'm trying really hard, but now it's like it's changing.
Right.
Changed a lot since the first original.
So let's talk about this football game. Let me bring you back a little bit. I got to play detective with you.
Yeah.
So, is this organized football, like leagues, or is this just people playing for fun or something like that, to your knowledge?
From what I know, it's organized, because there's always like a parking lot on the side of it. There's 3 parking lots in that park, and so they're always full.
Okay.
Different, there's one on the side of, I think it's East Street, that does not get full, and then the one on the football side is always packed.
Right.
Which is, I think, 7th Street.
Okay.
That leads into Yucaipa Boulevard that you think that she might have taken to, get to Big Lots.
Now
which I usually take that street or East Street.
Okay. Now this Big 5 or whatever, is this parking lot usually very busy, or because it doesn't look like that there's many stores there?
No, so yeah, from what from what I know, because my parents says I drive very minimal in that area up to Yucaipa.
Okay.
But when I do drive up, I know it's not very full, you know. And then when I've gone there to the store next door, I think it was Big Lots. I don't know what store, but I've gone to that. I didn't really go into Big Lots, but I've noticed there's not a lot of cars or people, but there's a few cars there. But it's not packed. It's not like a Walmart, you know. It's not as populated area as other places, and it is mostly Caucasians, but there's some Hispanics.
Okay.
I am Hispanic. There's a few blacks. I've seen a few blacks. There's a
Wait,
few
you said
Asians.
blacks? Oh no, you said blacks. Oh no, I'm offended. I'm just messing
I'm sorry.
with you.
I'm sorry. African
I'm
American.
teasing you. I'm just teasing you. Come on. I'm teasing you. Come on.
You know,
I'm
it's
not woke.
politically correct, right?
Nah, blacks is good.
Because
Blacks is good.
I know this days, you know, it's tough. So not, you know,
I'm just messing
I'm
with
watching
you
because I like you.
Oh, stop it. I'm just messing with you. Come on. You got to take a joke. Come on. I'm just messing with you.
I'm laughing
All right.
because
All right.
yeah, thank you. You got me there. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
But all right, so and what's like the crime out there? So I'm hearing you live there.
Yes,
so I'm hearing people say there's no crime. It's a really nice community. You tell me as a resident of that area, what is it like out there?
So you know, now that sorry, okay. So it's actually kind of quiet. So when I moved here, I live in an area that's a little bit older. So it's not like the new communities. But it's a lot quieter than I'm used to, and it's a little too quiet. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh, where's the kids? You know, but I think that's a lot of places.
Right.
It's a lot of places, and so for me, it's just like I try to keep in touch with my little neighbors, but they're not always out. And the kids, there's only like 2 kids in my neighborhood, like literally. You know, they're all older, retired in my neighborhood, and I'm the youngest in my area. But as far as that goes, like I was at the bar across the street because I wanted to visit my friend, and it was like normal. I didn't really, you know, get a feel. And then even at the church, they didn't even pray about it, which was kind of odd to me because I'm like, wait a minute. I watched the service because I didn't make it. It started at 5. Again, I got home, you know, from work, and I didn't make it. So they didn't even pray about it. So I was like, wow, that's something big in our community, you know, and I'm not hearing about it. They heard about something else that was going on. I think it was like a new law in California, which is important, you know, because it's to do with kids, you know.
Right.
So I'm like, oh boy, this is like, you know, so to me that was like maybe they had heard that the search had ended.
Right.
And there's, you know. And
well, I mean, even if even if the story is a hoax in terms of how it went down, we still should pray for the baby because we haven't found the baby.
Exactly.
You know, so that's
I
important.
haven't stopped thinking about him, and that's, you know. Yeah.
Right. But I really appreciate you calling up and giving us your time and this
so much.
insight.
I hope you
It's
enjoy
very
your time
kind
with
of
your
you.
kiddos.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
And I hope you stick around for a little while, all right?
Sounds good. Yeah, well, too. For sure. Trying to keep in touch, keep updated. And thank you for keeping us updated.
Absolutely.
From way out on the other side of the country.
All right. You have a wonderful day, all right?
Take care.
All right, bye.
You too. Thank you.
All right, very nice caller. I love hearing from people who are local and can tell us about the atmosphere out there, you know, the community and all that good stuff. And this has definitely affected a lot of people out there. You know, people care about children as they should. You know, inherently we're good people. And when you hear about this, you want to rally around the family. You want to embrace them. You want to pray for them. You want to support them. And when you hear that the family might be the perpetrators, it's heartbreaking. So let's answer the next call. What's going on, guys? Welcome to True Crime Strategic. What's your name? Where you calling from? Okay. Welcome to True Crime Strategic. What's your name? Where you calling from, caller?
Robin, and I'm calling from here in Yucaipa.
Hey, what's going on, Robin? Thanks for calling in.
Not even 5 minutes from the location.
Oh, wow. So what happened? What's going on? What do you got for me?
Well, you know, it's this is a head scratcher. This area, I've been living here now for probably close to 20 years.
Wow, been there for a while.
You know, we have, you know, an array of nationalities that live here. But when this story first broke, my whole thought process was, why does she keep saying he was, You know what I'm saying? Fake tears. I'm a nurse. I was a nurse for over 20 years.
Thank you for your service.
That black eye is definitely old. That did not just happen. You don't get green tint in a black eye. That parking lot is equipped with surveillance. If you look on the light poles, there's a couple of those light poles that have cameras.
Okay.
Okay. The big lot's closed. I want to say 6-8 months ago.
Okay.
Maybe longer. And then the auto zone that is right there is a pretty busy auto zone, which is not very far. It's just across the parking lot.
Okay.
From there. You know, this is a pretty safe area, but, you know, we have our issues, you know, with homeless and that kind of thing, but it's more involved with petty theft and that kind of thing versus kidnapping a baby. I mean, this just doesn't happen.
Interesting. Very interesting. So this is totally out of character for the area, basically, what you're saying.
Right, right. And, you know, the fact that they're playing, you know, a late game like that, and she went to go get a mouthguard, the park is not even 5 minutes away from the Big Five.
Hold on
If
one
that
second.
had been
Hold
me,
on. Hey, caller, hold on 1 second. All right, I'll get right back to you. I'm putting you on hold. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
that's okay. I would have went in, grabbed the mouth guard, and went back to the park.
I think the
something to
mouth
bring
guard
up.
was just a ruse. It's just not. It's just all in their alibi and how they wanted to frame this as a disappearance instead of a murder. It's all bullcrap. It really
Right.
is.
Right. The other thing is that there are cameras behind that Big Five in the alley area. There are houses behind there. So there's a lot of cameras in that area. And my guess is that the officers have a lot more information than what they're giving out right now.
I agree
But
1,000%.
keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And, you know, bless you for, you know, being on here and giving this information. And have a great day. Enjoy your son.
Appreciate you. Have a great one. All right. So, caller, how you doing? Thank you for holding. Welcome to True Crime Strategic. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Tina Boo. I'm calling from Tennessee.
All right, Tina Boo. Thanks for showing love to the channel. What do you got for me?
You want to hear my theory or?
You called. Give me what you got.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is my theory.
Okay.
I think the dad did it, and I think the mom tried to stop him. And the reason I say that is because he has bruises on his knuckles, and he has the long sleeves on. So I'm thinking that the long sleeves, he's trying to hide maybe the bruises from where the mom was trying to stop him.
That's an interesting theory because it's 150. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but it's 150 degrees out there, and this guy's got a hoodie on. What's up with that? You know,
Right.
What are you hiding?
And he has bruises on his knuckles.
I didn't notice the bruises, but I mean, that's awesome that you noticed that, and we'll go take a look at that. But certainly, the other part of your theory is corroborating in the fact that the guy has a hoodie on in 150. I mean, all right, 110 is what they're saying out there. That's crazy. But go ahead, keep going.
Okay, well, I don't know if the baby was even at the field. And I'm thinking that the day she got the black eye, I'm thinking that's the day the baby got gone.
Let me put this person on hold real quick. Hold on. All right, hey caller, you're gonna be the last caller, so just hold on, okay? I'll get right to you when I'm done with this caller.
Okay.
Hold on. All right. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's the day the baby got gone. The
Wow.
day she got beat up.
That's
I'm
true.
thinking she tried to stop it.
Mm.
I don't even know if the baby was at the field is what I really want to know. Was
Well,
the baby at the field?
Rumors are saying that the baby was not at the field. The rumors are that the ex-wife and her boyfriend, who were there to support the son who's playing football, was questioned, and they said, we didn't see a baby at this field. So that's allegedly what's
Okay.
being said. Now, but my thing is, all right, so let me ask you this question. Sounds like a good theory. Love it. But why is she, if she's the one who defended the child and got punched in her eye and maybe put scratches on his arms and all that stuff, and that's why he's wearing the big hoodies, especially for a big fat guy like him, you know, wearing a hoodie at 110 degrees, he's going to be sweating bricks. But anyway, why is she now protecting him?
Well, I don't think she's protecting him. I think she's scared because she's been beat up. You can look at her and see she's been beat up. And she looks to be way older than him.
She is. I
He
heard she's
appears to be
41
way
and he's 31.
younger than her.
I heard she's 41 and he's 31.
I know she looks to be way older than him, but I think she was protecting. I think she's protecting maybe herself. Maybe, you know, she's been beat up before. This ain't her first time getting beat up.
So we're talking.
She got up off the floor.
We're talking battered woman syndrome, basically. Think she might.
That's what I'm thinking because she said she got up off the floor, and that's telling to me because you were outside, darling. You got up off the ground, but that's telling to me that she's been beat up before, and she's had to get herself up off the floor. So when she says she got off the floor, she's not lying. She's telling the truth. She's got off that floor before.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. I got somebody holding. I want to take that call. I appreciate you.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you from Tennessee.
Thank
I'm loving
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, caller, how you doing? You are amazing. Thank you for being patient and holding. I just want to give me one more second. I just want to bring this to the attention of the audience. So the research crew is amazing. Of course, they watch the show. They feed me information while the show is going. JLR has posted what he believes is bruises on the knuckles. So these are the pictures here. You guys can see it. He's saying that these are bruises on the father's knuckles. I can't tell. Love JLR. I can't tell. It's possible, but that's what JLR is saying. People are also saying that this child looks like they have brain damage from being abused. But anyway, caller, you've been patient long enough. You're the last call I'm going to take before I end the show. What do you got for me? What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, strategic guys. This is Stacy. We're calling from California, specifically Compton, California.
Okay.
I just want to first tell you, big ups to you. I just found you literally Friday.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just so grateful. I'm just subbed. And I'm going to just piggyback on the last caller because that's what I was thinking. I think I even put that in your live yesterday, that the mom was looking like a low-key hostage to me. She was looking scared because my question to you as a detective, if she says, listen, I'm scared, can you help me? But she's not going to do that because she's an abused woman, right? But I'm saying, what is her other recourse if she knows that he done killed her baby? That's traumatizing. And she can't, who can she run to? The police?
Well, listen.
They're not going to put her in witness protection, right?
Well, this is the thing.
No, they're not.
You got to put on your big girl shoes. You know, I think a lot of times when we talk about abuse, we kind of like take away the agency of the woman as though she's like some helpless creature that's incapable of self-preservation. At the end of the day, it's one thing when you're a battered woman and you're dealing with the abuse on yourself. It's another thing when there's an infant involved. And you know what? I'm a true feminist. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a true feminist because I actually believe in women and respect women, that I'm going to say that I think you should be able to say killing my child is not right. And I'm going to stand up for my child. And I'm going to tell law enforcement
1000%.
that you killed my kid. So I don't care if she's a battered woman. She could spend the rest of her life in prison if she allowed that child to get beat. And now she's a battered woman, so she can't come forward. I do not subscribe to that way of thinking. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just being passionate. You're new to the channel.
No, I feel you. No, 1000%. I agree
You're
with
new to the channel. When I act like that, I'm not coming for you. Yeah, because she's an accessory now. You know, if you're a battered woman and you know that
before and after,
right? And you, so all right. So this happened while you were with him. He's like, I killed our kid and I'll kill you too. I get that. You're afraid. Now you're with law enforcement. He's not in the room because they're not going to interview them together. They're going to interview them separately. There's no way on this green earth that they're going to have both of them in the room at the same time interviewing them. If they do, then the taxpayers out there need to get a new police chief and a new patrol guide, whatever they got out there, and they need a whole new police department because that's the worst policing on the planet. So now you're alone with a detective, and you had that opportunity to say, I got to tell you something. This guy who has a violent history of abusing children killed my kid, and he told me if I said anything, he'd kill me too. And he killed that 2-year-old that you guys just took. So now, what's her excuse? The 2-year-old is now in protected custody, is now in child protective services. It's just mommy and daddy now living in the same house. What's her excuse now? So, yeah,
I mean, she don't have one.
She doesn't have an excuse.
Streets are going to have to continue to drag her because she doesn't have none.
So guess what?
I mean, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt that she's afraid, but you know, I can't do it. I don't know what else to tell her.
You can't. At some point, you got to put those big girl shoes on. Hey, what's up, buddy? It's a two of y'all. Oh my God, I'm getting jumped. What's up, buddy?
That's my husband.
I'm teasing.
He's the one that called it out first.
I'm teasing.
Look, from day one, bro, my name is Jeffrey.
What's
I'm
up, Jeff?
Stacey's wife, and I'm glad to meet you. And I'm so proud of you. But from day one, I watched the news, and if this woman said one sentence, I put it on pause. I called my wife. I said, babe, come here, come watch this. This woman's lying. I mean, dude, I used to be a barber, and I'm good at analyzing people.
Of course, barbers know everything.
I would have to analyze you instantly as soon as you come in the shop. And I know when people are lying.
Right.
Her first sentence, I knew that woman was lying. I called my wife immediately. I said, I don't believe a word she say. She's not crying and she's not being sincere.
Right.
It's no emotion. It's like force. And when you force it, it's fake.
Right. Absolutely. No, great insight, man. Great insight. You guys are spot on, man. This is definitely a far. We're gonna find that child, or we're gonna find out what they did to that child. And we're gonna get justice, man. Appreciate you guys.
Well, thank you for letting us be your last caller. We
Absolutely.
really appreciate you, and we are fans all the way out here in Cali. So you got love on the West Coast.
Appreciate that, man. You guys are awesome, man. You guys have a wonderful day.
You too,
brother.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. You know what they say? They say a family that watches true crime together stays together. I love that. It's a true crime couple. They're over here watching true crime together, talking about these cases, giving a voice to the voiceless. That's a beautiful thing. I think that's really awesome, man. Don't you guys agree in the chat? That's really awesome. I like that. That was a really good call. All the callers today were awesome. I know I got a little passionate, but I really don't subscribe to the notion that women just magically transform into these helpless creatures that can't save themselves from anything. I totally understand battered woman syndrome. I totally get what domestic violence can do to a person. I deal with domestic violence victims on a daily basis because a lot of time ex-trauma, I can't say the word because of YouTube, but that ex-abuse trauma usually comes with DV. They usually go hand in hand. It's usually used to control the victim. But when you now have children involved, something's got to give. Something's got to give, okay? Something's got to give when children are involved. You can't sit back and watch somebody destroy your child and simply say, oh my God, I'm a DV victim, so I don't know how to get myself out of that. I don't know how to stand up for this child. I don't know how to get justice for this child. Now, before we get out of here, I got to do this. We've had like around 12, 1,500 viewers or whatever. I'm going to drop some 5 free gift memberships. I got to do that on my phone. I can't do it here on YouTube. So we're going to drop 5 free gift. Let me see if YouTube has changed this and if they'll allow me to do it. No, they won't. They won't allow me to do it on my screen here. I have to do it on my phone. So give me 1 second and let me drop 5 free gift memberships for you beautiful people. Because this has been a really good show and some really good callers as well. I think you guys definitely deserve the love because you guys have given me a lot of love today. All right. So 5 free gift memberships. We're dropping that to you right now. Boom. And I'm going to also drop 5 free gift memberships to my Patreon for those of you who are still here. We have well over 1,100 people still here in the building. Just hold on one more second and let me go on the Patreon and set up the 5 free gift membership code. And I'll definitely send that out to you guys as well. I want to make sure I take care of you guys because you guys have been awesome today. We had a really good show. I got to go put some gas in the lawnmower, go mow the lawn with my son, and then I guess he wants to hit the pool. We're going to do the pool too. So let's see. Enjoy. All right. 5 free gift membership. 1 month. 5. All right. You know what? Let's make it 10. You guys are freaking awesome. Let's make it 10. Create the link. 10 free memberships to the Patreon. 10 free memberships to the Patreon. It's over 1,000 people in here. What's 5 going to do, right? 10 free memberships. All right, let's do it. I'm dropping it right now. 10 free memberships. Remember, you got to run over there and sign up. Boom. 10 free memberships. You got it. All right. 10 free memberships. There you go. So here we go. So I hope you guys enjoy. Click those links. Well, the memberships for the members, you get that automatically from YouTube. For the Patreon, you have to click that Patreon link that I just put in the chat. We'll go ahead and pin it. You click that membership link, and then you're able to sign up for your 10 free memberships. And let me see if it's already been taken up. Guess what? It looks like they might be gone. Yeah, they're gone. Okay. So those memberships are gone. All right, guys. So listen, we had a great show. We're going to stay on this. Once again, if you have any information on this or any other topic, or there's a new topic you want me to cover, please hit us up on the email, strategiceyes@gmail.com. That's strategiceyes@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to covering these stories. We look forward to giving a voice to the voiceless. We also would love to get some coffee from you guys. So definitely hit that link that's right underneath that I'm pointing at right now. Give us some coffee. Show some love to the channel. Give some coffee to the channel. Lastly, we do have a membership and we have a Patreon. The membership has exclusive videos, live streams. We did a members-only live stream before we did this show that you won't have access to unless you're a member. And then we also have our Patreon where we get a little bit more personal, a little bit more raw, because we don't have these YouTube moderators lurking over our shoulders, making us not even be able to tell what type of detective we are, because the type of detective I am has the SEX word in it. And if you say that on YouTube, they're going to moderate you. Wow, insane. Well, we can have those conversations on Patreon because there's no moderation. So guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Another edition of We On That Ass News. Strategic is out of here. Peace.